right. Today I'm going to visit Monica and David, a very sweet couple in Unicoi County. I've known them for years. They've bought Bed Builder for years. And I've always wanted to see the cool projects that they've described that they're doing on their property to make it more beautiful. And just yesterday, when they came to buy some more, Monica informed me that she had achieved her goal of getting the property certified as a wildlife habitat, an official wildlife habitat. She can explain more of that by virtue of the plants that they've cultivated there for wildlife. So I'm excited to see how everything looks and what all that means. So certified wildlife habitat.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. And how
sustainably provide essential elements of wildlife habitat: food, water, cover, and places to raise young.
Yeah.
So
right, and you've planted a lot of these specifically for those goals.
Most of what I plant is either for food for wildlife or food and host plants for pollinators, because all the pollinators are under threat now.
The spice bush is the
we lose our bees and butterflies and whatnot. We're going to lose a lot of our food. So,
spice bush is a host plant for the spice bush butterfly.
Okay.
And violets are host plants for butterfly.
And I saw a spice bush butterfly just a little while ago up here. And I wonder if that's what's on the spice bush down there.
Right.
So, one can hope.
Right.
So some of it's for bees and butterflies, and some of it's for birds.
Mm-hmm.
And then the raccoons and possums and bears are not.
They're here too, yeah.
And squirrels.
They appreciate everything.
And see, this is what I was talking about, how I put things around something that goes dormant so it doesn't get...
What is that one?
This is a, shooting star starting to come up. I'm not sure if that's a shooting star yet, because that's the seed leaves.
But it goes dormant, so you mark it.
It goes. I mark it so that I don't forget. Yes, there's something there.
Dig up
and dig it up to plant something.
It's a bare spot. Let's get something in there.
Right, and then it actually was just a dormant place. Yeah, I gotcha.
In this little stream in the wet times, you can hear the rocks clinking from the water.
Mm-hmm.
So,
pushing it down.
Little waterfalls. That's spice bush, and you can kind of see something's been nibbling on it, and the way the leaves are folded in like that, there's probably some
like that.
eggs.
You mean
this leaf and this leaf?
Yeah.
Might have eggs in the middle.
Gotcha.
That's gonna grow up and eat this plant, and the plant will come back.
Mm-hmm.
But for pollinator gardens, you have to accept you're going to have the eating on what you're providing for the creature that you
That's a good tip, because it isn't just the nectar.
It's not just the nectar.
Yeah.
A lot of people, butterfly bushes can be invasive, but they're a necessary part. And a lot of people get hung up on, well, that just gives them sugar. Well, yeah, that's the food that they eat so they can lay eggs. And you have to have what they lay eggs on in addition to what they eat, or you don't have butterflies or bees or whatever. So anyway.
And need the milkweed. That's the only thing they lay eggs on.
What was that? I'm sorry.
So that's why monarchs need the milkweed. That's the only thing they lay their eggs on. That milkweed is poisonous to most plants, or most animals, I mean, and that's what protects them from them, predators.
Yeah.
A lot of these plants come from local sources. The little plants like these come from Shy Valley, and Carolina Natives is over in Burnsville, North Carolina, and they provide plants to Evergreen and E-Gardens and Rings over in Weaverville. So if you buy native plants, it's likely coming from Carolina Natives. Let's see, so Shy Valley. Now, we still go to Evergreen and we still go to E-Gardens, and we've never seen a nursery we didn't stop at.
Yeah.
So, but that's where we get a lot of our stuff.
Gotcha.
In the last 5 years. Before that, it was mostly Evergreen.
Gotcha.
And we've been expanding.
This is higher now, more level than it was. We filled in with your dirt.
Yeah,
to
it was.
make this street
It was, this level, and it was hard. It was too steep. So
this is what brought our winter hummer here, I think. Later in the summer it'll be much taller, and it blooms late into the fall, or was, these warm falls. And the rufous hummingbird, which is not native to this area, found it, and it spent the winter till it got -4 and it disappeared. So,
Okay.
but I've got
and
pictures.
hopefully it returned to the Rockies where it
Hopefully it didn't die.
breeds.
Gotcha.
It just went home. But yeah, I've got pictures of the hummingbird with a snowing.
Nice.
We had a hummingbird feeders out there, and it was snowing, and he'd be coming to eat. We'd watch for him every morning to come.
Had a heat thing for the feeder plus a little work light that we left on for it.
Before we got a heated hummingbird feeder, we had a floodlight just so we could, have warmth of food wouldn't freeze overnight, or freeze during the day when it was so cold the food would freeze.
Is that one there?
Harvestberry.
Okay.
It's named
You pronounce it correctly.
Serviceberry. It kind of has different names. It was the first thing to bloom when the preachers were coming across the mountain by horseback back in the day, and somehow it was from service. The preachers come to have a service, and it was a serviceberry. And I think I've heard that the guy I used to work for was talking about, and then when he was a little kid, to get the berry, they cut down these little trees, and then they'd eat all these little berries on them. They wouldn't have many berries the next year, but these are more of a bush variety than a tree variety. That mahonia, it takes forever to grow, and it got huge and was finally blooming, and then a late,
I think it was either 22 or 23 when it was like close to 70 one day, and it was negative something the next day. For 4 days, it was right around Christmas time, and we lost a lot.
a lot of this stuff got killed back. And
A lot of things got killed, that the Cubas got killed back to the ground. The Nandina's lot got killed back
To the ground, yeah.
And
the mahonia takes a long time for it to ever bloom and get some size. It's got a bloom on it now.
yeah, I just saw
And it was
that.
amazing.
It changes daily, because I
Sorry.
wasn't there yesterday. But, so that's a good sign.
Boy, that bloom right in there.
Yeah, that faint
was.
yellow.
Yeah.
It was about 5 foot tall and wide.
Not to put down lows or buying what you can afford, but if you can, buy things like arborvitaes or even annuals from a nursery rather than a big box store. Because at the big box store, they're overfed so that they present like, oh, look at me, I'm so big and beautiful. But overfeeding just makes them wear out quicker, and they need more care. So try to buy wisely.
Yeah.
Flowers.
Coneflowers, you got yellow and orange and all these different coneflowers now. But if you're gardening for wildlife, that you don't want that, because the pollinators and the birds don't pay attention to that, because echinacea is a pink flower and only a pink flower.
Okay.
But when you hybridize, you take out what works for the pollinators.
Gotcha.
If you use non-species, the wildlife doesn't like it as much. You know, they
Okay.
ignore it. Better to have species.
Right. So not the hybrids.
Right.
Yeah.